Somebody said with the mass deportations Trump is doing, that's going to leave all of these manual labor jobs without workers. Well, who do you think is going to do that work now? Who do you think is going to have to do all of those jobs that migrant workers have been doing for next to nothing? It's you. It's you. That's the new gig economy. Picking fruit, washing dishes, cleaning hotel rooms, day labor, landscaping. Oh, did you think that they were telling you that you don't need college or that college is pointless because of neo-Marxist postmodernism and critical race theory? Is that what you thought? Turns out it was because they didn't want you to be overqualified to pick oranges. They didn't want you to think that you were too good to work at a warehouse. They didn't want you to assume that you could make a livable income on just one job instead of 2 or 3. See, the people on the upper decks of the ship, they know that the ship is sinking long before the people in the steerage, and they have first access to those lifeboats. The elites have known for quite some time that America is going under, and they've already made their plans. They've already made their arrangements, and they made very different arrangements for you. You've been slotted to go down with the ship.
As somebody who covers food distribution, sustainable agriculture, and local food economies for her work, I think that we in America are in for a real rude surprise when it comes to the cost of our food and the limitations to the kind of food that we are going to have access to over the next few years. I realize that everybody who voted for the Cheeto thought that their grocery prices were going to fall. And, well, frankly, that was foolish of them to expect that. They thought they were going to sell out their brown neighbors and have them deported, and in exchange, they were going to get cheaper eggs. But they don't actually understand how agriculture works in America and who works our farms. So while we're seeing things like Arabica coffee and other imported foods shooting up in price, and the more conflict that the Cheeto manufactures with other nations, the more those prices will go up and up. The more tariffs get rolled out, the more those prices will go up and up. Because you know who pays a tariff? It's the consumer. It's us, the American people. It's not the nation we're buying goods from. It's not the Cheeto. It's us. So when he slaps on tariffs because some country hurt his fifis, that raises the prices for you and for me. But also, we are seeing farms across America halting harvests. In many states, including Texas, here in Oregon, much of the South, as much as 50% of our farm laborers are undocumented. And they're not showing up to work right now because they're afraid of getting raided by ICE and getting deported. California just announced a halt on citrus harvesting. They don't have any workers. Strawberries in Florida. Crops all around America are rotting in the fields, and more of them will. Because I guess our racism matters more than actually having food to eat. We are really willing to cut off our nose to spite our face here in the U.S. to scapegoat immigrants at the cost of our own food supply. Well done, America.
That it never had to be this hard for us. Like, what do you mean in other countries they don't have to spend 20% of their paycheck on groceries? What do you mean in other countries everyone can own homes because they're not paying $2,000 a month in rent, or that their mortgages aren't like their entire paycheck?
Because that's by design. These are all manufactured problems. Y'all had to get on an app made by the Chinese to learn that. But when black people were trying to tell y'all this...
Dry up them fucking crocodile tears, Sarah. I don't want to. I don't care. I don't care. You know why I don't care? Because black people have been telling y'all for fucking decades. We have been protesting. We have been doing everything for all these fucking decades. And y'all have sat back and reaped the rewards thinking y'all was a part of the club because y'all was white.